I want to like make sure people are like, that was fucking crazy or weird or stupid or bad or whatever it is. Like, as long as there was a thing and they remember it, then you're successful. People blow it when they're just up there playing and. I gotta watch myself and not say anything mean, but. Oh man, we used to use this in the Locust, this same Moog. Like, touring with this is a terrible idea. I sing in Def Club, kind of more absurd time signatures, and it's noise, hardcore, something. That's my sort of main active band right now, and I also sing in a band called Planet B, and then in Planet B, it's more kind of rooted in hip-hop. These test pressings are like all the test pressings that I've been on, like my entire career or whatever, and then let me show you this one. Good job, bud. I think this is like the raddest record. Eric Allen, who was the guitar player in this band I was in called Swing Kids, and also Unbroken, suggested you should just start your own label and put out this Unbroken record. But I have like no business skills or knowledge. I don't know what's guiding me. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've also corrected them. So, and these are all the records that don't sell. No, I'm just joking. I mean, most of them don't. This is the Queen cover compilation. Retox, it's a repress that we did. That's not a band that's active anymore. I did initially want it to be only bands from California. I wasn't making money, and I was most of the time losing money, and I wanted to lose money on people that I knew and not just some like random person that I had no connection with. That was like the real thread. Like, jokingly made it very incestuous. So you would see like certain members of a certain band on 31G in another band on the label. Gabe Serbian's a good example. He was in a ton of bands, most of them with me, but also like bands like Cattle Decapitation and Rat's Eyes and stuff. I think there may be 2 releases on 31G that I didn't know the band before we released them. This band Stress Position from Chicago were like, hey, we would like to do something with you, and I was like, this is really good. Their ethos is just 100% like something that 31G is built upon. They are one of the best modern hardcore bands right now. We reissued all of the Angel Hair stuff. This is Angel Hair, which is like 90s, like kind of legendary hardcore band. For me, it was like, I couldn't believe that it was happening. I grew up obsessing over this band Angel Hair, and now it's on my label. I never like had thought that would have happened. This is this rad pressing plant called Smashed Plastic that we're gonna start using. We'll do like 2 different variants, so it makes it even rarer, you know? Like, this has had 3 different variants. This has 2, this has 3. The cues that I was honing in on were the local label called Vinyl Communications, and then also I referenced Discord, which, you know, Ian MacKay from Fugazi and Minor Threat and stuff. I thought those 2 labels were really morally sound and very ethical about how they did things. And there was also Gravity Records, which is like the aesthetic part. A lot of labels will like charge for PR or you know, like video production and stuff. We try not to charge for anything. We try to do everything in-house. Then we just split everything once the profit, you know, once we recoup. I'm terrible with finances and percentages. I just want to be like, you know, where are things at? The negative shit it goes a long way. Like, if someone's like, what the fuck, this is garbage, or this is terrible, or I hate this, or I can't believe it, or just if they're reacting in like a more visceral way, that is good. That's good. Have you ever seen the shows in the sewers? It's fucking insane. If you're weird enough to go into a sewer to look at, you know, to see bands play, you are a person that is open to other things. Those kind of like ideas, I think, fit into a lot of like the sort of like DNA of who is on 31G. Earlier stuff was like, we were releasing Quintron and Cattle Decapitation. Quintron is an organ player that does a puppet show, and Cattle Decapitation is like brutal death metal. To the industry, like, they have no connection whatsoever, but to me, and even to those 2 artists, they're 100% the same. I think that might be part of like our DNA from San Diego, because when growing up here, I would go to shows and be part of shows that were very eclectic. The last little tour that the Locust did, we brought Sonido de la Frontera with us, and their cumbia. I would like look at all these like these like white hardcore kids fucking dancing to cumbia, you know, and I'm like, this is the shit. And that's San Diego to me. I mean, look what we put out. Like, San Diego has Rockin' the Crypt, and we had Aniac Arrow, Crash Worship, like all this bizarre shit. Yeah, it could have happened somewhere else, but it happened here, and it's special, and I think it's unique, and it changed the trajectory of a lot of people's lives, musically or artistically, and I think that's cool. If you want to be a regular band, you can go that route, or if you want to be like bizarre, you can just go and lose your ass and have a good time in life, I guess.
Si quieres más, morenita, métele pilas.